Keep your hands where I can see them, please.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be detained, okay?
Yeah.
You're just detained right now, okay? Be twisted.
I think you should take it down and show solidarity with people who stand up for the Constitution. And again, I can't force you to do anything.
A license plate number led to a controversial arrest, but the truth is beyond imagination.
You work for Helena PD. Reason I stopped you, your plates are expired in the back. You're just detained right now, okay? Be twisted. We need to positively identify you.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna do that?
No ID, no driver's license, but threatened with deportation right in the middle of the American street. Just because of a license plate, a man was asked to step out of his car, but soon after, things became suffocatingly tense.
Just because you're handcuffed doesn't mean you're going to jail or anything like that, okay?
You don't have any driver's license at all?
No.
Where's your ID?
Right now,
Christopher, I gotta give you a ticket for not having a license, okay?
No ID? The police didn't ask any more questions, handcuffed him in the middle of the street despite his complete cooperation.
Hello. My name's Seth, I work for Helena PD. Reason I stopped you, your plates are expired in the back. Can I grab your license from you? No? Okay. No ID at all?
No, I don't.
Okay, what's your name?
Christopher
Christopher what?
Martinez.
Martinez? Okay. Christopher, do you have a driver's license?
No, I don't have anything.
You don't have any driver's license at all?
No.
Where's your ID?
Right now, I don't
Pull 'em out.
have anything because I'm working.
Alrighty, step out of the car. Keep your hands where I can see them, please.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna be detained, okay?
Yeah. I was on the phone with my wife.
I got you. You're just detained right now, okay?
Hey, you know if you name it Anderson?
No.
You don't know?
Hello? No.
Driver detained.
You just told my
I mean,
wife.
just because you're handcuffed doesn't mean you're going to jail or anything like that, okay? We just have some things we got to figure out, so that's the only reason. Okay?
I only put this person that I told my wife.
Because you're driving
Yeah.
a motor vehicle upon ways of the state open to the public in the state of Montana, you have to provide a driver's license.
Yes, sir.
That makes sense?
Yeah, yes.
I have the right to demand your driver's license.
Yes, sir.
So where's your ID?
I'm fixing a pool. I work in a hotel.
What hotel you work at?
Daisy.
No license, no papers, but identity verified by an old photo in the system? Is this standard procedure or a gimmick?
I don't have a state or nationality. Last of Martinez, common spelling. First of Christopher, common spelling. 1994, 0606. He's a male. Copy, can you try and find that CFS and see if they positively ID'd him?
That's going to be how you hope yourself right now. Are you sure you don't know him?
I've been in the U.S. for a long time. So, you haven't applied for
I do not. Is that out of Montana? Not going to be a photo out of California. If you can find a photo, can you send it to us?
So you should have a picture photo.
Seven 773 dispatch.
Good.
No driver's license status was provided, and they confirmed identity through his spouse. When running him through the state of Montana, I did get a no license return for that male with that date of birth.
I copy. And he's got a booking photo.
A chilling sentence was uttered. He will be deported. But what was the reason? What order? What law allowed it?
Christopher, I got to give you a ticket for not having a license, okay? I just need some info from you. Where are you living at? Is there a unit number? It's a good phone number for you. Okay. Do you have an ID card out of anywhere?
I have a photo.
It's just not every day we run into somebody that doesn't have any ID at all.
Send
You know?
a photo of an ID. Yeah. You have a photo of an ID? You want that?
No, I mean, we ID'd him through our booking photo, so we're good to go. Unless you guys need it for something.
After all, no minutes, no explanation. Was this a blatant manipulation in broad daylight?
Are you guys detaining him separate from the traffic stop?
Yeah, he's like getting deported.
Okay.
Honestly, if you just wanna, if you haven't submitted that yet,
I haven't synced it.
Might just be easier just to.
Okay.
That's up to you.
No, I can do that.
Supervise.
Right. Yeah. He's getting deported.
Huh?
He's getting deported, I guess. Poor fellow. It worked out perfect with you guys seeing it, and then it came right to
I had
me.
3 gotchas.
I thought it was. I mean, I was pretty confident that was it, but.
Take care.
So, yeah.
No ICE or immigration agents were present, and it was unclear whether any warrants or cases were involved. No paperwork was provided or required for Martinez to sign. The police left, leaving behind numerous questions about abuse of power and manipulation of records. Next, right in the middle of a government office, a strange sign appeared, causing a stir in the community. But what's more important is who allowed it to exist.
Put into the videos, they cut out certain parts that would make themselves look bad. You're welcome in this office.
But, so would you take down that sign? That sign is unacceptable, and as somebody who works for the people, I think you should take it down.
He admitted that he had never been bothered by anyone. So why hang a sign discriminating against a specific group of people in a public building?
First Amendment auditors, sir?
Not directly, no.
Not directly. So just based on videos you've seen online?
Based on videos that they've done, and talking with the people, the videos that they have taken, and the fact that not everything that was said was put into the videos. They cut out certain parts that would make themselves look bad.
But these are things that you've seen. You didn't. This sign was already up by the time this First Amendment auditor came to your facilities here, right?
I've watched 1 or 2.
You watched 1 or 2.
I don't waste my time with them.
So do you think that if I, for example, do you think it would be fair if somebody said, you know, everyone's welcome except county administrators, right? Do you think that that would be fair just because we have one bad county administrator that we should just not, we should take it out on all county administrators in New York or in the country? I do call myself a First Amendment auditor. I'm an independent journalist. I go by a lot of different titles, activist. So I don't think that I've ever interrupted any business or portrayed anything the way that would portray you in a worse light than you already portrayed yourself. But a First Amendment auditor, by the title alone, is someone who's auditing government officials to see if they're respecting the First Amendment. But I'm saying, as a government official, this is not a private office, correct? This is your taxpayer-funded office here. Are you an elected official, sir?
No, I'm not.
You're appointed.
Yes.
You're appointed by whom?
The legislature.
By the legislator, who are elected officials.
No election, no approval, and no permission from anyone, yet he arbitrarily made regulations that could violate the Constitution.
County administrator, you think that it's an appropriate sign to have in your office?
It was put up as a...
It was put up before you even had any interaction, sir, with any type of First Amendment auditor. So that's why I find it a little bit disingenuous. So it seems that you watched a couple videos online, you formulated an opinion. Do you know that there's First Amendment auditors that work with police departments, that collaborate with police departments, that do trainings at police departments, that police departments invite them over? Do you know
There's
that?
a lot of people out there that I don't know exist.
Exactly. So why would you automatically? Am I not welcome in this office?
You're welcome in this office.
But,
Yes.
so would you take down that sign?
No, I will not.
Why won't you take down the sign, sir?
Because there is nothing wrong with it. I mean, it was put up as upon...
Sir, it's disrespectful to people who are trying to fight for our rights and make sure that the government is respecting our rights.
No, I did not.
You just put the sign up just because you watched a couple videos online, so you wanted it to be funny. You said as like a joke. I'm an independent journalist, sir. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of why a government official would put up such a, controversial sign as a government worker. Because you're not saying everyone's welcome here except people who disrupt business. But First Amendment auditor,
I can add to the sign. First Amendment auditors that interrupt business.
you can add to the sign. First Amendment auditors that commit for the people that watch these videos. There's this is not some niche thing. This is especially my viewership and the support that I've gotten. I've gotten support. I am the First Amendment order that we're more to come, and I help bridge the gap between law enforcement and the public, and hopefully government officials and the public. Again, you can have whatever interpretation you want. You'll see this video, and you'll hopefully see some of my other videos, and you can come to your own conclusion.
A 6-hour journey from Long Island all the way here just to come face to face with the man who sparked a wave of protests that swept across the country.
Basically saying, but you're not, because you're saying First Amendment auditors aren't welcome in this building, which is not even your building. Your office. This office was given to you by the people, albeit indirectly through the county legislator here, but it was given to you by the people. So you have no, so you're not going to take down the sign whatsoever. You have no, you won't take down the sign, but again, it's their First Amendment right to say whatever they want to you. They don't have to be as nice to you as I'm trying to be, sir. So that's their First Amendment right as well. You knew that that's what it comes with. Sometimes it's going to have good people, yeah, but that sign is not serving the public, sir. I'm sure you've received many phone calls.
When we're trying to provide services to the public, to our constituents. And,
well, I'm sure you've gotten free calls because of the sign. I'm sure that's happened. But again, sir, I'm trying to give you the opportunity to help bridge the gap. Again, but in a public office, in the people's office that this is, you might think it's your office. Okay, but this is not your home. This is not.
In this county, which you do not.
How would you know that?
You own property in Cortland County.
That's relevant. Do I not? If I bought gas here, if I supported local businesses while eating here, you don't know any of those things.
The final question is, why would a person in power refuse to do a simple thing, remove the sign despite pressure from the people?
And as somebody who works for the people, I think you should take it down. I think you should take it down and show solidarity with people who stand up for the Constitution. My job is to report on what's going on here in the offices in the administrative offices here in Cortland County, and you as the county administrator who have a lot of responsibility in this county, correct? So you are basically one of the leaders of this county, correct? And as a leader of the county, now, what do you think that when people come into your office, I'm sure people from different departments all day long come into this office to speak to you about certain things, correct? That are going on. All the time. Everyone is welcome except First Amendment auditors, sir. Do you think that's going to be set a good example for the people that work here in this building, or a bad one? If somebody comes here, if I'm a First Amendment auditor, if I come here and they know that their boss, the county administrator, doesn't like First Amendment auditors, and I come here, and a First Amendment auditor, to anyone else, they don't announce themselves right, trying to hold their government accountable. Again, there might be some that do it a little bit differently. That I'm not to judge anyone on their tactics. My place, if it's their right, it's their right. But I am a First Amendment auditor, and I go around the country, and I do work with law enforcement, and I do try and bridge the gap. So I wouldn't, that's like if I, as an influential person, would have a sign that says behind me, or in my office, that says, everyone's welcome except law enforcement. But it's ignorant to single out a group of people just on the actions of a few bad ones. But as someone who holds a government position here, and a position of leadership and authority, people are looking to you for an example.
Citizens may sue public officials for violating their constitutional rights pursuant to 42 U.S. Code SS 1983. Individuals/organizations are required to pay damages to the injured party. Violating police officers may be disciplined, have their licenses suspended, fired, or expelled depending on the policy of the agency/police chief. Maintaining discriminatory signage coupled with a conservative attitude and lack of transparency could expose the county administrator to formal investigations, complaints, loss of office, or other legal consequences, especially if proven to violate citizens' constitutional rights.
Don't cause us to come back out here. I would stay away from this guy because you got any ID on you? I do. You're next.
A public meeting, a phone on the line, and a lawyer who didn't expect to leave that day in handcuffs. What really happened outside that building?
All right. Okay. All right. Not doing that. You need any help?
You're not doing that? I need to file a complaint against you for dereliction of duty then, man.
All right.
When people demand their right to participate, the police show up, not to protect that right, but to silence those who dare to speak out. But one man does not back down.
for the fire marshals, and they limited it to 49, but half of those 49 were employees, so only half of those were really the community was allowed. So all these people are being denied the ability to attend a public meeting, so I need to file a report.
Okay, what do you do? What do you have to do with
I'm an Oklahoma citizen that pays taxes.
I signed up for a part-time job today, buddy. I walked into this. No idea what's going on.
All right, we're turning this on.
We appreciate y'all.
Oh yeah. Press to select. All right, so what's?
So this guy Dermot, he's an attorney. He comes up here and he comes over just to disrupt pretty much.
That's what.
His argument today is they want to come to this meeting. And they're supposed to be required to come in and they need to accommodate the group. But it's such a large group, they went into a room with 40. And he says, well, they could just live stream this since they don't have can't accommodate the size group with the size of the rooms available. They should live stream this. But he's filing charges and because he's going to force his citizens arrest on them for not pushing on misdemeanors. So I told him I'm not doing any of that. Okay. He said that he would.
So you want these people out of the lobby?
The people in the lobby, these two have signed into the deal, but if they're not going to go up to the room, yeah, out.
Okay. We want them off the property?
Do you believe that just standing on the sidewalk can get you handcuffed? See what happens when the law is bent by those who enforce it.
I don't like being touched. Don't touch me. Don't tell me what to do. Do you want to come out here and listen to this? Or? Hey, be quiet.
Be quiet. That's my constitutional right to exercise my right to First Amendment protected.
Okay, so here's the deal. As long as no one's getting out here is getting up to the meeting, meeting's closed. As long as everybody wants to behave and act orderly and not get out of control and be disruptive. Good, I've totally explained myself. All right? Don't cause us to come back out here. I would stay away from this guy because he's probably going to get you guys all in trouble if you listen to him. All right. You need any help?
You're not doing that? I need to file a complaint against you for dereliction of duty then, man.
All right. I'll let you take care of that. All right, we're getting out of here. If you need help, call us back.
Do you have a report number?
No.
Dereliction of duty. You understand that, right?
Hey, prepare. You ready to go? All right, let's go.
Not perform your duty. Give us a report.
I really don't.
That's okay. Thank you. I just wanted to ask.
Why did you touch me?
All right. You follow me to my car, you're going to sit in the back seat of my car, and I'm going to make sure you don't get any warrants. No, it's your chance to leave. Okay. No, I'm going to check you for warrants.
You don't have the right to check me for warrants.
Okay.
You have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime. You do understand I'm an attorney, right?
All right.
You just made me a ton of money, said a man after being pulled over by police in broad daylight. But why? And who was really breaking the law?
You gonna walk away, or what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna stand right here.
Okay, we're gonna check, make sure you don't have any warrants. Come on.
Okay. Come on, wherever you tell me to go.
You got any ID on you?
I do.
You're next.
I don't have any weapons.
After I handcuff him, each one of you guys are gonna come over and sit in my car. We're gonna make sure you don't have any warrants. Okay. So this is your chance to walk away, just like I told this
walk
gentleman.
further back. Walk further back.
Slide this way.
Yes, sir.
Stay right there.
You're having a really bad day.
I was having a pretty good day.
I hope your body can
have a seat.
I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to fit, but
it's all right.
When the body cam is turned on, not only is the truth recorded, but also actions that could land a police department in federal court.
The minute you start causing problems, all right, that's when we're going to have an issue. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Okay.
I understand what you said.
You don't have to agree. That's why you have a court date when you get arrested for disobeying a lawful order.
Okay.
Understand? I have to come out here, and you're the one that's causing the biggest disturbance. You're the first one I'm going to come to, just like right now. All right? You're just going to go straight to jail for being disorderly. Understand?
That's fine.
Okay. This is not a game. This is real life.
Oh no, you're right. It's not.
All right.
You lost your qualified immunity when you put your hands on me. So it's a beautiful day for me.
All right.
You just made me a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of money.
Okay.
I give that money to charity though, so it'll go to a good cause.
Okay. All right.
I'd like my phone back where I was.
It's up there on the front of the car and your license.
I didn't get a hug.
He had no arrest warrant. He stressed that the police had lost their immunity for using unjustified force, opening the door to a federal lawsuit for violating his constitutional rights. The police failed to file a report, refused to take responsibility, and showed signs of a lack of transparency and cover-up. It seems like a small sign, speaks volumes about the ego. Hey guys, what do you think about this situation? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and help us with donations. Thank you so much.
Put your hands behind your back. No, you're not. You're resisting.
He's reaching for my gun.
I'm not.
Yes, he is.
No, I'm not.
I'm not panhandling, I'm just saying.
Man got his face smashed because of BB gun.
Stop. What are you doing? My face is hurt.
We don't know. But when I asked you if you had any weapons on you.
Police dragged people out of the car and attacked them. Shocking reason. A sudden blow to the face in the middle of a conversation. But what makes the police act as if he is holding a deadly weapon?
Bro, you smashed my face off.
Jesus, Carl, he's too big.
Bro, you hurt my hand. If I wasn't a felon and I had a concealed weapon permit, right? Would you do that to me too? You're a felon.
A small pink gun, something that seemed harmless, was the start of a fight that the victim did not expect.
Bro, you smashed my face off now, bro. What are you doing? Put your hands behind your back. No, you're not. You're resisting. Bro, you put your hands behind your back.
He's reaching for my gun.
I'm not.
Yes, he is.
When you are called a criminal, do you still have the right to speak up? What did the police say to justify their actions?
Take my hands. I'm giving them to you. Bro, stop. What are you doing? My face is hurt. You smashed.
Hey, I can't get this cuff on.
Let us figure that out after. All right, but I'm trying to tell you.
Well, look at you now.
Really?
Yeah, really. I can't get this.
Hey, guy,
He's too big for that cockpit.
I thought you were kidding at first.
I'm not kidding at first.
It's BB gun, guy.
No, we don't kid.
But, dude,
So that's what happens when you're going to resist me. I can't get this cuff on him where he is. You got the second one?
I'm puffing my chest because I thought you were kidding.
We're talking about a gun. It's not kidding. When I asked you if you had any weapons, we don't know. But when I asked you if you had any weapons on you, why is it in a holster?
We told you we had to verify.
Jesus, Carl, he's too big.
Bro, you hurt my hand.
Yeah, because you're gonna resist.
This is crazy right now. Like, hold on. I'll get up, please.
It is a BB gun? You're kidding me.
What do you do?
I grabbed the gun from there without telling him because he said he got some stuff. It's in a holster, so I grabbed it, put it with cuffs in there. He told me he didn't have any weapons in there.
Come on now.
And then he starts.
Come on, dude.
And he starts freaking going off on me. Wouldn't let me get him in cuffs.
Man, what are you guys helping him, please? That's you big fuck.
Come on, you didn't have to do that.
If he had no criminal record, would he have been slammed face down on the car like that? A question that silenced the entire patrol team.
Again, I'm too fat for this shit.
You gotta do some hip flexor stretches.
Dude, my face hurts, bro.
Well, you shouldn't have done that then.
Doing what?
Pull
I
up
fucking told you to leave me.
Dude, how did I know? You didn't know.
Grasp me, says, push me inside my truck, telling me, put my hands behind my back. Don't. Can I talk to him for a minute? Because right now, me and you are not cool. Like, what are you talking about? Being serious? And when you got Oopa and Big Guy pushing on me, telling me that I have a gun. Talking about a gun. 5-for-1 a weapon is my putty knife, is my utility knife a weapon. I am a contractor. But I know, but hold on, let me finish, please. It's not a weapon, but I told you this. Have I lied to any of you yet?
Not yet.
Is it worthy of grabbing me and slamming me? Telling me?
No, it didn't start with slamming.
If I wasn't a felon and I had a concealed weapon permit, right? Would you do that to me too?
You're a felon.
Would you do that too?
You are a felon.
But if I wasn't, would you do that?
We're not playing
Can you answer me?
hypotheticals. We're not playing hypotheticals. You're a felon.
And you see my face, right? No. Snatch around. Girl.
You're gonna stand right there. You're gonna stand right there.
You have my panties on.
A BB gun, a car parked on the side of the road, and a man in pain asking, "Why am I being treated like this?"
I don't want to ride. I'm gonna walk.
But we need to
my face is. It's a BB gun, bro.
I know, but when an officer tells you stop, you're detained.
It was kids. I really did at
When
first.
it comes to the detaining us, you're like reaching towards us, but we haven't done that once to you, right?
Nope, and I get that.
There's
So,
fine.
being that, right, and we're all men here, correct? Right? So, therefore, they say, hey, don't reach by your door, right? All they said was, don't reach by. And Lewiston has a lot more shit going on than Lisbon does. And he said, hey, don't reach by your door. He goes, you got a gun? I go, no, it's a BB gun. And I handed it to him. And he goes, pink dude, what do you got a pink BB gun for? And to be honest, I don't even know why I got it. I think I took it from her a long time back. And I told you 10 times over, and then you came up doing the same thing. My face on the ground. I'm soaking wet. Yeah, it's funny, right?
Joe, I've seen the Super Soaker that's been converted into a truck. We treat it like it is a gun until we know.
So why wouldn't you just say, hey, is that a firearm? And I say, no, not at all.
We need to figure
because
that out. Because you've already told me there's no
You didn't grab me and push me in my truck.
I said place your hands behind your back.
Nope, you grabbed me first, brother.
Well, we have body cam footage for that.
My face hurts because that curve.
Well, you should have put your hands behind your back then.
Let's try to. Fair enough.
The incident appears to violate constitutional rights, including the right to be treated fairly and not to be subjected to assault without reasonable cause. Public opinion may raise questions about discrimination based on criminal records and lack of transparency in law enforcement. Next, just minutes after holding up the "God Bless the Homeless Veterans" sign, everything suddenly changed, but not in the way he expected.
You need to leave. Okay, there's no bail in there. You need to leave. Okay, there's no bail in there.
I don't want to go to jail, guys.
Thanks, sir.
No questions, no investigation. The police came, asked to leave, and then immediately moved on to handcuffing.
Excuse me? You need to leave. Okay, there's no bail in there. I just told you need to leave. What's your name? President Pro. Yes.
God bless the homeless veterans. You want to go to jail? Do you want to be sued?
I don't care about being sued.
Okay, can you go take the sign?
Yeah,
Go to
but
jail. You're not getting ID. You're not getting. I got my ID right here. This is my driver's license. This is my driver's license. You're not getting it until you get reasonable, articulate suspicion of crimes. You better watch your step. See cautiously from this point forward.
There's no panhandling.
I don't give a damn about panhandling. You're not getting mine. What is your reasonable, articulate suspicion of crimes?
He kept saying, "I'm not asking for money," but that didn't stop the police from taking unexpected action.
What are you thinking about?
Yeah. What evidence do you have that I'm panhandling, stupid?
2 witnesses that you asked for money.
I didn't ask nobody for money, stupid.
Deal with this. Good.
God bless freedom of speech. God bless freedom of religion on public property. Can you use 2 handcuffs? My shoulders.
I don't have a second set right here right now. I will get you a set in just a minute.
I'm not panhandling. I'm just saying God bless the homeless veterans on public property.
All right, we've had 2 people.
God bless the homeless. Did you see me to ask for money? Did you hear me ask for money?
Have a seat, okay?
Can you grab my camera? That's recording.
Yep. Have a seat. All right. You going in probation or
I
parole?
don't consent to any searches. Can you go pick up my sign, please?
Just give me 1 second, Mr. Jeffrey.
Can you turn the camera so it's filming what's going on, please? You guys jump to these conclusions that I'm panhandling. It's the stupidest thing. And you're a lieutenant? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I go through now, bro.
No investigation. Just straight the hands on. Are you serious? God bless the homeless veteran, sir. God bless freedom of speech. God bless freedom of religion. God bless freedom of assembly on public property.
Can you run a Florida DL for me, please?
I'm not homeless, he shouted when accused of a crime that never happened.
I'm not panhandling, standing on public property holding a sign that says God bless homeless people. That's freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
You had two different witnesses come in, said you were asking for
Not
money.
panhandling, that is freedom of speech. You guys are making a
read the
big
city
mistake. Where's the
ordinance.
supervisor?
Settle down, bro.
Mr. Gray,
Settle down.
You won't be laughing
Settle
about it.
down.
Mr. Gray,
Would you like to get some help?
I don't
You
need
need
help. I'm
some
not
help?
homeless.
You need some help. I'm a veteran. Do you want me to take you to the VA?
I don't.
Would you
I'm
like me
not
to take you to the VA?
homeless.
You did.
what's your
I
phone
never
number,
said
Mr.
I
Gray?
was homeless. I said God bless the homeless.
Okay, he's talking.
Yes, sir.
What's your phone number, sir?
I'm not using any other information.
We'd rather help you than have you sit here and argue with us. Is there somewhere I can take you?
You're helping me by putting me
Is
in
there someone I
handcuffs.
can call?
What is wrong? What is wrong in America that a citizen can't come stand on a traditional public forum?
If you live off already, you can't ask people for money.
I didn't ask anybody for money. You never saw me ask anybody for money.
Two people
And I
came
got
in.
video that shows that I never asked for money. My goal is to come out into public places and raise awareness of the homelessness. God put it in my heart to target the people coming in and out of City Hall.
Well, you're not offering anything they can do. Why don't you have a flyer that says help me at the homeless shelter? Why don't you have a flyer that says help veterans? You just come here to cause controversy.
Well, you know, one of the...
So what happens with that? No, you talk. Let me talk. So what happens is when you do that just to make controversy, out of your own words, I can listen to my sergeant who says, sorry, Lieutenant, that was my fault, that says he's got witnesses saying you're being controversial out here. I'm asking if I can help you. I've asked you over and over if I can help you.
Be released but banned from returning. Is this how the government suppresses freedom of speech on public land?
I'm not panhandling. I'm not asking for money. I'm engaged in freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly on public property.
Mr. Gray.
Yes, sir.
Okay, one of the councilmen and a female came in and said you're asking for money, okay? Like I said, if you want to help people, that's great, but just trying to cause confrontation, I asked you nicely to leave. Again, I didn't see you yelling at people, but people are coming in saying you were yelling at them and stuff. That's just, you just don't want to act that way.
I'm not yelling at anybody. All I'm doing is saying God bless homeless veterans. That's a good morning. God bless homeless veterans.
Okay. And if you want to do something, that's great, but I think it's good that you are trying to bring, light to stuff like that, but it's all about delivery. That's it, okay?
So am I free to go?
You are free to go, yes, sir.
Can I continue what I was doing?
No, sir. You need to leave, okay?
I'm leaving.
Asking people for money.
I don't want to go to jail, guys.
Thanks, sir.
Have a good one.
Citizens may sue public officials for violating their constitutional rights pursuant to 42 U.S. Code SS 1983. Individuals/organizations are required to pay damages to the injured party. Violating police officers may be disciplined, have their licenses suspended, fired, or expelled depending on the policy of the agency/police chief. After a background check and no criminal charges were found, he was released but barred from continuing to protest at the location. The forceful arrest, detention without investigation, and barring him from returning could be considered an abuse of power, a violation of free speech, free assembly, and free religion, opening the possibility of legal consequences or civil rights litigation against the Alpharetta Police Department. Next, a man is stopped by police in the middle of a parking lot. When his identity is revealed, the entire patrol is stunned. Was this a misunderstanding or a deliberate act by an unexpected person?
Right, and that's what we're investigating right now. Okay. And seeing, he pretty much heard it.
He said he was just going to Starbucks to relax. But that story was contradicted by a detail that only the witness knew. The police became suspicious, and the security camera was the key to the truth.
How you doing, bud? I just need you to step out the truck for me, all right? Sure. You mind shutting it off? I'll explain to you when you get out here, okay? You want to come right back here for me? All right.
If it's a maniac who yelled at me in the car next to me?
They weren't in the car next to you. There was no one in the car.
He was blocking my way, saying I scratched his car. I didn't scratch his car. I'm a state senator. I think he recognized me. I think he's one of the gun nuts. He called out my name. I never told him my name.
He didn't say any of that, okay? He definitely didn't recognize you. I know he didn't say that.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what we're investigating right now.
Okay.
And seeing, he pretty much heard it and saw you.
Yeah.
you had keys in your hand as well.
That's because I just came out of my car.
Yeah, but the way that he explained it seemed much a little bit more in depth than that. You can hear it like fresh. It was. He can hear the scratching, and he approached you and asked you. And you kind of just walked away and kind of just blew
because he
him
called
off.
out my name.
Yeah, he didn't say he called out your name, but
he called out my name, and I was worried that he was one of the gun nuts who stalked me at the State House. So I kept walking.
He seemed a little young, you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there, okay? That's 7. I'm gonna be in front of the between the Chipotle and the Gap.
I was scared, so I kept walking.
All right.
Yeah. And I went over to Starbucks, had a drink, calmed down. He saw me walk in, and then I walked over to.
A small scratch on the car, a shout in the parking lot, and a panicked politician in the crowd. What really happened in those fateful 10 minutes?
There are cameras almost down each and every row, so obviously we have to do our due diligence to make sure. So we're just going to detain you for a little longer until he comes down here. He's coming from Providence, so he should be here momentarily.
So Colonel Winquist knows that I was stalked by these guys. Okay. Because I'm the sponsor of assault weapons. They actually patrolled my house.
Do you recognize this gentleman?
I thought he called my name, right? Because the sticker's on the back of my car that stalked me. I kept walking.
Right. Okay. No, that's absolutely fine. I have no problem with what you did after that also. You know, again, do our due diligence.
Because some of these guys are armed, you know, so I'm really concerned.
I trust me, I completely understand your concern. So I said we obviously have a job too, we're just doing our due diligence. Just so we can, like I said, so we can thoroughly investigate. Is it possible just to see your keys so we can rule out possibility if there's any paint transfer in your keys at all?
We operated by Christopher Crossville. You have 2 young children in the car from Burrowville PD. The mother of the children has an emergency placement on the kids. She'll come get them.
I know the car guy than we are, so.
Is they pinging that, or are they just...
You can call Winquist. He knows that I went through all that.
Like I said, we're just going to just kind of stand by until they get here.
I was being followed because of my political stance, he asserted, his voice trembling. But the witness said something completely different. So who was telling the truth? And was this some kind of covert retaliation in the middle of everyday life?
100%. It's like he didn't have the jacket on now. He just had a... Did you see the shirt that he was wearing? I know you're legally colorblind. That's why I was like, I would have you come in. So I know you can't see the colors, but as long as you can see the face and you can...
You want me to come out?
No. I'd rather not have you guys...
Come together.
Together.
I know it's definitely him. I know he wasn't wearing like a blue shirt or like a dark shirt. I can't say taking off the blazer because I definitely had one on, but that's definitely him. That's his face, 100%.
And you're sure that you don't recognize him from anywhere?
I've never seen him in my life. I didn't even know this guy existed. I don't even know any of the senators, to be honest. I only know the mayor.
You only know the mayor?
Pretty much. I'm not a big...
Right. No, I just want to make sure. And are you sure that the scratch wasn't there before you parked?
I'm 100% sure that scratch is not there.
Okay.
I know that scratch wasn't there. So.
Just checking and just trying to see. We're gonna check out the cameras and stuff because this place has really, really good cameras. And then after that, if and then we'll notify you.
Sounds good.
Okay, guys. Absolutely. All right. I'm sorry I had to take you off the dance floor. I'm sorry about that.
We actually made good time. We're downtown Providence.
Thank you, guys. And
Thank you. So we're going to get a phone call eventually?
Probably, all right? It'll come from the private numbers because that's all that we have. That's what the police department is. So if you see like a no caller ID, it's most likely just try to answer it. If not,
should we
just wait.
Check in with the Cranston Police?
Because it's going to be hard to see who's trying to call you. Yeah. It could be any one of us. You know what I mean? We're 150 plus.
Yeah.
So I would just wait for the next one because we usually call right back.
Not arrested immediately, but the police kept him. No clear evidence, but still 100% identified. An unsolved case, and it could explode at any time.
All right, so we're going to let you go at this point. It's still under investigation, like I said. We're waiting to review this. We should have access to that tomorrow. Okay. And once we do at that point, our detectives are going to probably conduct a further investigation into it. Okay. So right now, potentially you're being investigated for abandonment at this point. So, but like I said, we're not taking action now until we cover all our bases. All right.
You want my phone number?
Please.
Yeah. Take over. Here, I'll get my card out of there.
Sure.
My cell's on here.
Your cell's on there as well?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
Winkus knows that I have this reaction, right? Because it's happened to me a couple of times.
So we're not taking any action right now.
But
We
just
have our.
let him know that
Yes,
it was
we will.
me, and
Absolutely.
that was my reaction.
In Rhode Island, police misconduct is punishable by suspension without pay for up to 5 days for minor offenses and up to 14 days for more serious offenses. Dismissal is mandatory by law if an officer pleads guilty or is convicted of a felony. In Alpharetta, it seems that God Bless the Homeless also needs a permit. Hey everyone, what do you think about this situation? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and support us with a donation. Thank you so much. In this case, a citizen filmmaker encounters law enforcement officers from the Harris County Sheriff's Department while recording footage near a firing range. This incident raises questions about constitutional rights, the boundaries of lawful filming, and police interactions.
Of what?
Anything I can see from the public right of way.
Okay. Make sure you don't point that away. You need to be conservative what you're doing over here, because sometimes we have off-duty police officers coming up here. This is our range.
You're Deputy Cook?
No, I'm a sergeant.
Sergeant Cook.
There you go.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna stand here and take pictures. That's funny, he's taking my picture.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, okay.
Nothing wrong with it. I'll just say it's funny.
That's fine. You know, I'm good with you taking my picture too, and you know, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm telling you, make sure you're careful of the police officers coming in and out, because you can hurt or compromise their undercover status. And don't take any pictures towards the state jail. They will come unglued on you. Okay?
Well, I've already been down there and took pictures. They didn't seem to mind.
Well, they probably didn't see you at first.
No, they came out and talked to me.
Okay, but make sure. Okay? What is the purpose of what you're doing anyway? You got some ID on you, sir?
Of course.
I need to see it, please.
The videographer records in a 20 mph zone near the Harris County Sheriff's Department encounters a sergeant and is questioned about taking photos.
Have I done something wrong?
Yes, sir. You're on the side of the road near a penal institution and near a Harris County firing range. I want to identify you to make sure.
Okay, but this is public right-of-way. It's a public street, isn't it?
Sir, please don't play this game.
I'm not. I'm asking you, is this a public street?
No, this is not. This is actually the county right-of-way right here. The street's here.
Correct. County right-of-way is my right-of-way. I'm a taxpayer and citizen. This is my
actually, sir, in order to take your pictures properly, okay, you need to be a little bit further back, so that way some of these big trucks come down here. Are you refusing to identify yourself to me as in the state of Texas as a peace officer? I'm requesting your identification. I don't need a lawful act. All I have to do is have reasonable suspicion, okay? Reasonable suspicion is just mere presence alone.
Okay, so you're saying under 3802 that I have to identify myself?
Excuse me, sir. Let me finish my sentence, please.
Okay.
I didn't interrupt you when you were speaking, did I?
I'll be quiet and listen.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm asking you, are you refusing to identify yourself under the reasonable suspicion that I can ask you for your identification?
A police sergeant arrives and engages in a conversation about the legality of taking pictures.
It sounds like you're suspecting me of a crime. So at this point, I'm going to say that I want to remain silent, exercise my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, exercise my Sixth Amendment right to have an attorney present during any and all questioning.
No, sir, that's only during a crime that's been committed. Reasonable suspicion means I can identify you. If you want to try and quote the law, you might want to double check your law again, because a police officer does not have to suspect you of a crime. He just has to have reasonable suspicion of that crime is maybe afoot or could be afoot. So me as a police officer, I have the right to identify you at any time, sir. At any time, to make sure.
Respectfully, I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay, well then I need you to turn around. Do you have any weapons on you, sir?
I am not armed.
You don't have any weapons on you?
I do not have any weapons on me. I am not armed.
Okay, so why are you refusing to identify yourself?
I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't committed any crime. I'm on a public street. I'm taking photographs.
You're on the side of the road, sir.
Property.
You're not on the street.
I am on the public right-of-way.
Okay.
The sergeant insists the man identify himself due to reasonable suspicion.
Taking photographs of public property. All I did was take a picture of you flying down the highway here. By the way, it's a 20-mile-an-hour zone. And I took some pictures of the sign.
Oh, you have
right
a radar,
there.
sir? Is that what you have?
Actually, I do.
Okay, let me see it.
I don't have it on.
Okay,
but
so
I can go get it and stand out here and run radar all day long.
do. I'm going to ask you to move away from the entrance of this establishment. So either go that away 100 feet or go that away about 200 feet. Okay? Hello? Hello?
I'm exercising my right to remain silent.
Okay, so go ahead and go this way.
Can I put my hands down?
Yeah, I never told you to put your hands up.
Turn around and put my hands up.
I did not. I told you to turn around. That's all I said.
Okay.
review your video.
I'll do it later.
Okay, go ahead.
So what do you want me to do?
I want you to go that way a little bit further. I want you away from the range because there's a safety concern standing out. There's a possibility there might be a round. People are a little more protected when they're in their cars, but just in case, around us, ricocheted up because we have people firing out there, shotguns, rifles, pistols.
The man refuses to provide ID, invoking his constitutional rights, and discusses the legal definition of reasonable suspicion with the sergeant.
Hi, I suspect you've gotten a phone call about me.
Well, they said someone was filming down there. I'm Captain Schmidt. I'm the Academy Director.
That's good to meet you. I'm on the public right-of-way. I'm exercising my First Amendment right twofold. Number one, to protest the overzealous actions of the government.
Okay.
And number two, I'm a journalist. I'm gathering content per story. Do you know who I am?
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what is your name?
I didn't give it. I believe that was Sergeant Cook, and then the other guy, I forget his name. I've got him on video, but basically he told me I had to leave or else. That is unacceptable behavior.
Where were you, sir?
Down by the fire. Obviously, you guys are hostile towards journalists, and I understand that, given Ron Hickman's recent celebrity status, I understand why that is.
You said you weren't on the range. Were you in the parking lot or out, out on the street?
Well, you should call Sergeant Cook and the other gentleman in the white pickup truck. I am on foot. Okay. So they made me walk all the way up here just to ask you permission to do what I can lawfully do.
Later, the filmmaker meets Captain Schmidt, the Academy Director, who approaches him after receiving a call about the filming. The filmmaker explains that his purpose is to gather journalistic content and protest what he perceives as government overreach.
That would just make it easier for me to identify who I'm talking to.
I forgot about that.
Now you know who I am.
No, know who you are. You know who I am, but that's okay. Ignacio, which is the road that runs around there, is actually not a public roadway. It's a state jail access road.
Good argument, except for one thing. I looked at the county maps. Up there where the little hump in the road is, that's maintenance runs. This is county maintained all the way to that point. It is public roadway. Hence, you have a public park that butts up to it.
We've been advised that we can't run any kind of traffic initiative or anything on that side road. That's all I can tell you. And Deputy Brock, it's just Ignacio is not a public access road. So that's what we've been told.
Okay.
It is not a public access road. It's access for the state jail.
He further asserts that his actions are protected under the Constitution and that he has no ill intent. The captain listens but reiterates that the road near the firing range is not a public access road, despite the filmmaker's insistence to the contrary, based on his research into county maps.
Now, if you go in the park, obviously you can film everything that you want.
Well, again, I've already done my research. I did it before, long before I came out here. Okay? And that is public right-of-way up until you get to. The county maintains the road. As long as the county maintains the road, it's public access. The state maintains it after that little hump down there by their state jail. Now, I'm going to do you a favor.
Okay.
As a courtesy, because you've been nice to me, okay? I'm going to give you one of my business cards.
Okay.
Okay? That's who I am.
David Ward.
Oh, you get we're cheaters. You're old like me. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
Here's one of my business cards. Okay? I would recommend maybe calling the PIO. One of them. Any one of them. Okay? And I can tell you that you're not going to like me being here.
Well,
the interaction raises key questions about Texas law, particularly Texas Penal Code 3802 failure to identify and 3815 interference with public duties. Under 3802, a person is required to provide identification only if they are lawfully arrested, and since the filmmaker was not involved in any criminal activity, the officer's demand for ID was legally questionable. Texas Penal Code 3815, which addresses interference with public duties, could potentially apply if the officers argued that filming near a sensitive area like a firing range hindered police operations. However, this seems more like an attempt to discourage public accountability rather than a legitimate security concern. The penalties for these offenses differ. Failing to identify under 3802 could result in a Class C misdemeanor, usually punishable by fines, while interference under 3815 is a Class B misdemeanor, carrying a penalty of up to 180 days in jail and/or a fine of up to $2,000. This case is a powerful reminder of the importance of knowing your legal rights. Up next, a shocking incident will reveal surprising errors made by the police. In September 2024, a peaceful demonstration at Little Rock City Hall turned confrontational when a man, protesting for homeless veterans, was arrested after refusing to leave the property despite repeated requests from security and law enforcement.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and do it right here till I'm done, and I'll be on my way.
can't do it right here.
I disagree with you. Why can't I do it? Can you tell me why I can't do it right here? Why would you call the police on somebody saying God bless our homeless veterans? Sir. Sir. Why would you do that? Can't you just leave me alone? Why are you guys calling the cops on a man standing on the steps of City Hall saying God bless the homeless veterans? Why is that? Why would you do something like that? Why can't you just leave me alone? I can stand over there, but I can't stand at the steps of City Hall and do this? I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Either I can do it or I can't. Not too much. How you doing, sir?
The man, who stood outside City Hall holding a sign reading God bless our homeless veterans, invoked his constitutional rights to free speech, religion, and assembly, all traditionally protected under the First Amendment.
To contact the city attorney, contact the mayor, contact the DA, contact your supervisor, and let them know before you trespass me off the property.
Okay.
All right.
Well, listen to me. Let's step over here. That way,
All right.
if somebody comes...
I'd rather stand right here. Okay.
Well, listen to me.
Yes.
I get you got God bless on there. You're a veteran. Is that right? Okay. But are you homeless?
I don't answer questions like that.
Well,
regardless of whether I'm homeless, I still have the right to free speech.
I got you. I'm not being biased against you, being religious.
Okay, I'm hard of hearing.
You're good.
Yeah.
I get that. What's your last name?
I'd rather not give my last name.
All right. Well, listen.
I don't want to either because I'm engaged in free speech, and that would be.
But now I'm here though.
Yeah, I'm not giving my ID.
And I'm getting.
So
it's not that serious, all right?
It's not. I'm engaged in free speech.
I got you, and I'm doing my job.
Before you put me in cuffs, I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity.
Are you going to give me your last name and date of birth and all?
What would happen if I don't?
The Little Rock Police Department responded after receiving a call from security. Officer Jackson arrived at the scene and engaged in a calm discussion with the man, explaining that City Hall officials wanted him removed from the property.
About what
I'm going to tell you right now, because you're on a government property, you won't be able to solicit. You'd have to go over somewhere on a sidewalk. You won't be able to do that. Officer Morris.
Officer Morris?
Morris, yes.
Okay, my name is Jeff.
M-O-R-R-I-S.
Like I explained to the other officer, what's his name?
That's Jackson.
Jackson, Officer Jackson, Officer Morris. I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity on a traditional public forum. And if you guys trespass me or make me leave, you'll be held liable and you won't.
Well, so I don't know if you're begging for money because you're.
Even if I was homeless and I was.
You still can't
free,
beg
free
on
speech.
Public. No. Soliciting's different. When you're out here
No, it's
begging
not.
for money, yes, it is. It's something different.
Are you disagreeing with the courts about that? I'm not trying.
What I'm telling you here, your goal is.
I'm not.
Listen to what I'm saying. You cannot be on government property, and this is state government. You can go to a sidewalk because a judge, granted, you can stand on a sidewalk and beg because that is public property.
I disagree with you, and you're incorrect. And your sovereign immunity won't protect you from this. Your qualified immunity won't protect you from this. No, I'm not. Have you seen me block the entrance? I am standing right here in front of this sign that's already blocking.
The situation reached a boiling point when officers claimed Jeff was loitering and soliciting money, even though his sign did not explicitly ask for donations. Despite Jeff's insistence that he was not begging, officers continued to frame his protest as a disruption.
Wow, you're really disgusting. You're a shameful, disgusting person. You ego enforcement officer, you silly little ego enforcement officer, you big dummy, you dumb. You're probably his supervisor, aren't you? He's got more integrity than you do in his little finger. You're a disgusting disgrace. You dumb. You dummy. Shut up, dummy. Yes, sir. Okay, am I being trespassed?
They'll determine that. I'm asking you to leave.
You're asking me to leave. If I don't leave, what'll happen? Officer Jackson, what?
I'm asking you to leave.
He's asking me to leave. Am I being trespassed?
You're not being banned from the property. You're being what you're doing.
Due to what I'm doing, getting free speech. Okay, and if I don't leave the property, what's going to happen?
After several warnings, the officers decided to trespass Jeff from the property. When asked to move to the sidewalk, Jeff initially refused, arguing that City Hall was a public space where he had a right to protest. He eventually complied when officers detained him, warning him that failure to cooperate would result in legal consequences.
Yes, sir.
You do understand that you are not allowed back on the property. That's what they're wanting now.
That's what they want. Okay.
All right. Well, I do have to get your information.
For trespass?
Yeah.
That's a civil thing, man.
No, it's not.
I've left the property. The crime only occurs if I refuse to leave or if I come back. Exactly. I have not committed a crime.
Listen to me. You didn't commit a crime, but listen.
You just said what I was about to say. If you come back, right?
Right.
You just admitted that. How is an officer or the establishment going to be able to know who you are?
The only way you can get ID is if there's a crime being committed. You're suspecting a crime.
No, that's false. I'm now conducting an investigation.
I'm going to go ahead and go on my way with unless I'm being detained.
Yes, you are being detained, okay? I'm done playing with you, okay?
This case underscores the critical need to protect civil rights and ensure transparency in law enforcement.
You didn't signal your lane change, and we're going about 15 to 18 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone. I said, how much have you had to drink tonight? You don't want to answer that question? So I have to advise you of what's called Colorado Express consent, okay? All right, we can go back out and sit on the bench. It'll take this just a couple minutes to...
Imagine being pulled over by the police, confident in your innocence, only to find yourself caught in a web of accusations and legal threats that could unravel your entire life. How does a routine traffic stop escalate into a battle for justice? This story will leave you questioning the very systems meant to protect us. The story follows Harris Elias, a construction contractor and pilot who was driving through Fort Collins, Colorado on January 4th, 2020. Unfamiliar with the area, he slowed down to read road signs. Noticing a police car closely following him, he changed lanes to avoid obstructing it.
Hi, how you doing? Good. Hey, Officer Gates. The reason I stopped you, you didn't signal your lane change, and we're going about 15 to 18 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone. No, you moved from the center lane over to the left lane, and you failed to signal your lane change. All right. You have a driver's license and insurance with you? Yeah, that's cool. How much have you had to drink tonight? What's that? I said, how much have you had to drink tonight? You don't want to answer that question? Okay. Well, I smell the overwhelming odor of alcohol coming from your vehicle. You're doing 22 miles an hour under the speed limit, and you failed to signal a lane change. So on a scale of 0 being completely sober and 10 being the most intoxicated you've ever been, what do you feel like? Okay. All right, just hang tight for me, man. I'll be right back with you. 224 code 1.
Officer William Gates of the Loveland Police Department stopped Elias, claiming he didn't signal when changing lanes and was driving too slowly. Despite Elias being completely sober, Gates suspected him of DUI due to a strong smell of alcohol he believed was coming from the car.
Miles an hour, and he's forced to signal a lane change from the center lane to the left lane. Asked him how it reeks like booze. Asked him how much he's had to drink. I don't want to answer that question. And I said, on a scale of 0 to 10, what do you feel like? And he goes, that's irrelevant. So I don't know how this is going to go. Hey, sir, I'm going to have you step out of the car for me, okay? All right, you can just leave your phone in the car. Sure. Okay, come on back here for me. All right, man. So the reason that I asked you out of the car is obviously I could smell an overwhelming odor of alcohol. Don't fall over there. Coming from your vehicle. Your eyes are bloodshot, watery, glassy. So how much have you had to drink?
Despite the lack of clear evidence, Officer Gates requested that Elias take a breathalyzer test. The result showed 0.0000, proving that Elias had not consumed any alcohol. Nevertheless, Gates insisted that Elias undergo additional tests and continue to impose charges without any basis.
Place your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers with your palms together. Influence, which you're under arrest for that charge right now. You've already expressly consented to a chemical test of your blood or your breath. Which test would you like to take? By the act of driving in the state of Colorado, when arrested for driving under the influence, which you're under arrest for that charge right now, you've already expressly given your consent to a chemical test of your blood or your breath. Yes, so when you signed for your driver's license, you already expressly consented to a chemical test of your blood or your breath if you're arrested for driving under the influence. Yes, that's what I'm supposed to advise you of when you're under arrest for driving under the influence. It's called Colorado Express consent. Okay, go ahead and stand there. Alright, so go ahead and take a deep breath and hold it for 3 seconds. I'll hang on to the tube. Alright, go ahead and blow as hard as you can and as long as you can.
Officer Gates rejected the breathalyzer result and demanded a blood test, warning Elias that his license would be revoked under the Colorado Express consent law if he refused. Feeling pressured and concerned about losing his driving privileges, Elias reluctantly agreed.
obviously your breath test came back not consistent with your driving actions and your mannerisms. So would you be willing to take a blood test?
I don't understand what the implications of the answer to that question are.
Right. So like I told you, so your mannerisms as you exited the vehicle, your eyes, things like that, your driving actions, they're not consistent. I understand that you blew 000, so that leads me to believe that there's something else going on. Okay. So being that I again had reasonable suspicion to arrest you for driving under the influence, you've provided a breath test that's 000. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't make sense with your driving and your manners. So I advised you of Colorado Express consent again, and now again I'll ask you if you take a chemical test.
Either or, you read to me, you said to me.
Right.
At the police station, Elias's blood test came back negative for all substances. Despite this, he faced several negative consequences, including an FAA investigation into his pilot's license, career setbacks, higher insurance premiums, personal embarrassment, and damage to his reputation.
So I'm not going to sign anything else with everyone.
Okay, well if you don't sign it, it's a refusal.
How is this a refusal? This is a medical test.
That's exactly what it is, but in order for the phlebotomist to draw your blood, that consent form needs to be signed, and she can't draw your blood without that consent.
This is a Colorado Bureau of Investigations form. You told me that there was an express consent form before. It's very confusing.
There's nothing confusing.
I'm under stress. My freedom is at stake, sir, and you're out of line.
Okay, then go ahead and put your hands on the answer refusal.
I never refused, sir. I simply asked to read the form.
And again, I've explained the form to you a number of times. So, refusal to submit to a chemical test can result in the administrative sanctions against your driving privilege.
So do I have an opportunity to sign the form or not? Do I have an opportunity to read the form?
Here's the deal. I'm not going to play.
I'm not playing a game, sir. This is my freedom that you're talking about.
Lower your voice.
The actions of Officer William Gates in the Loveland Police Department during the arrest of Harris Elias represent significant violations of both the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution and the Colorado Constitution, which protects citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures by requiring probable cause for arrests, particularly in DUI cases. Under Colorado Revised Statute CRS Section 4241301, officers must have a reasonable basis to believe a crime has been committed before making an arrest, a standard that Officer Gates failed to meet when he arrested Elias after a breathalyzer test showed a BAC of 0.0000. Relying instead on unreasonable suspicion, which is insufficient under both federal and state law. Additionally, Officer Gates' misuse of body camera footage, including muting the camera during critical moments, violated department policy in CRS SS 2472703, which mandates proper documentation of public interactions by law enforcement. These violations can result in the suppression of evidence, potential civil liability, and disciplinary action against the officers involved. Understanding these legal protections is crucial to preventing abuse of power and ensuring that individuals are not wrongfully detained or prosecuted. The failure to adhere to these standards not only jeopardizes individual rights, but also undermines public trust in the legal system and the integrity of law enforcement agencies.
Negative.
Okay, go ahead and make your phone call.
Thank you.
I'll put it in your property. You can have a seat. Yeah, just let him make this phone call. Make that phone call so we can get you fingerprinted before we release you.
You want to do that for me?
I got a fingerprint in. My phone battery's dead, sir.
Okay. Do you have any phone numbers?
Maybe. I might. Yeah, I think I can make at least one.
Okay. Is that a 970 number?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, I've got one that I can call.
Okay. Come on. Or you actually can go to that phone on the wall there and just dial 9 with the 7 digits, no 970.
Okay.
So you ditch that on me with no way. I think that's how you do like 2 or 3 of them back to back. I didn't get you.
The city of Loveland agreed to settle the lawsuit for $400,000, which is considered the largest unsecured cash settlement ever made in Colorado for a civil rights case involving DUI without any physical injury or jail time. Gates and former police chief Bob Tyser are no longer employed by the Loveland Police Department, indicating a significant shift towards accountability.
I know, she was like, there's another one? I was like, and there's another one coming.
What's that?
Poor Patty. I love her.
Oh,
I guarantee you she won't have to go through any remedial training on making use of sticks.
Right.
Oh, did that other girl have to? Did somebody have to do that?
No,
Matt.
my buddy, when he had his phlebotomist license, he didn't get enough sticks one year, so he had to go through like remedial training to get the rest of his sticks for the year.
That Hispanic girl over there, man.
At McKee? Yeah. Yaylin.
Yaylin, yes, her.
Yaylin Pero.
She's super sweet, but...
Yeah.
Do you have a phone I can use to make a long distance call?
Yeah, for sure.
He's mine if you want.
What's the number?
This case highlights the risks of unchecked police authority and the importance of knowing your rights to prevent wrongful arrests and protect public trust in the justice system. Stay vigilant and demand accountability from law enforcement. Hey everyone, what are your thoughts on this situation? Drop your comments below and make sure to subscribe for more engaging and informative content coming your way. Thanks for all your support.